Hello, I'm the Virgo Queen, here to awaken the divine consciousness. I do Mother Peace Tarot and astrological readings, and this weekly weather forecast is for the collective consciousness from July 11th through July 17th. And what we're looking at is how to best integrate the energy that is going on in the cosmos with the collective and then with our own energy. And so when I first look at tarot, I look at the heart of the matter. And the first card is the significator, which this week is reverse justice. So we're starting off with a bang. This is such a powerful card and so much to do with what we were letting go of last week. We had a new moon in Cancer, which changed our lives forever, being so clear with how our new home and new sense of self wants to move forward from here on out. And this karmic cleansing is showing that we're no longer able to look back, that whatever happened before, well, has been cleansed, and that there's no point in looking back and trying to remember what it was like, because now we're moving forward and we have to keep moving forward. And this intention for this week is to focus our energy of our new sense of self. Yet, so this reverse justice feels like there's kind of been something taken away, that there's this unfairness to what happened to you, to what happened to everything that's going on in the collective, this injustice. And what we have to do is simply accept the truth and accept that it is just part of the universal cycle in which we all are going through, and to make peace with it so we can make peace with ourselves. And so in atmosphere, we have 6 of Cups, and 6 is active energy, and Cups is emotions. And so we came from this new moon in Cancer last week of full of emotions, and now we're trying to find a balance on the extremes of the both good and bad of those emotions that we're experiencing, and learning how to take it forward and know how to center ourselves in our emotional world. Because in this cross current, we have 5 of Swords. So this is causing a lot of conflict in the mental world. So our emotional world's, willing and capable of being expressive and creative, yet in our mind, we're still kind of conditioned, still feeling that there might be a problem that we're not able to express. And so this mental plane is showing us that we need to let go of something that's been holding us back. Because in the root, we have 5 of Wands. And so there is just conflict going on in the world. And, well, where our roots are, what we're standing on, a lot of activity of fighting for what we believe in, and fighting for everything, and fighting for that life that we want more than ever. And so there's this conflict of looking at the old and feeling the old and not being clear with how we keep moving forward, and frustrated and trying to find the best way to move. And so there's just conflict and chaos, and, well, may the best one win. Because in the sky, we have reverse death. So our mental world, our thoughts, our old conditioning, seeing how much the world can change around us and inside of us. And so it has caused a sense of death. An ego part of ourselves has died, and it's slowly dying. That's why it's reversed. And so it'll be a slow death, so it won't be dramatic, but it will be a slow awakening to knowing how you're really going to have to change your life, and what habits and what actions are you going to take to make that change real. Because in the recent past, we have 9 of Cups, and so there was a wish that we had wanted to happen, and it didn't the way we wanted it to. Which most wishes happen when we're wanting it to happen a very specific way, instead of allowing for it to just show you how it needs to be, but knowing that if you're wishing from your truest heart, that you just have to let it go and trust that that form will come to you. And so we're trying to have that realization that, okay, maybe it didn't work out, or maybe it didn't happen the way we wanted it to, but at least it came true. Because in the self-concept, we have 10 of swords, and this is showing this sense of self that you're at the end of the road, that there's really you can't go back, and the only way to move forward is to jump, to go and veer from the disillusion that, well, our mental plane and all these old ways of being and thinking has consumed us, and now we're at the end of the road where we truly surrender to the will, to our will, and to trusting that whatever illusion we had to go through awakened us to that reality in which we can jump into the new sea and be reborn yet again. In the hopes and fears, we have Two of Wands. So this is listening to our intuition, to our ancestral roots of where they're telling us to go. So make sure to find time to meditate or to connect to the elders in the group and find out through their storytelling how you can answer some of your own intuitive questions. Because in the future, we have Temperance. Temperance is a major arcana, and she is the fusion of the alchemical forces. So this is a card really about merging those different aspects of that anger to that vulnerability, to that love, to those extreme energies, this fire and this water. How are we igniting, and how are we soothing our emotions, and how do we find a center in all of it, and to have a balance in all our relationships to ourselves and to the world. And in the house, we have Son of Cups. And again, we are needing to find the time with our young masculine energy to meditate and to be able to know how to merge with the feminine, to know those qualities and that sensuality that is deeper and richer than the mere act, and to know that the feminine is always listening and willing to support those emotional parts of ourselves that need nourishment. Because in the outcome, we have Ace of Discs, and it's looking at how to balance the work that we want to put out into the world, because it's slightly almost reversed. And so it's showing that we're kind of letting go of an old way of working in the world and wanting to bring in a new way, yet that new way is not defined yet. And so we're finding the balance and looking into other avenues and other ways of doing the work that we truly are gifted to do. Because in the final outcome, we have Reverse Strength, our inner witch, our intuition, the one that we are completely and totally connected to nature, but she's reversed. So this is a very crucial time to go within and to remember where your magic really comes from. And this world that we're creating outside is simply from our own creation within. We are always perceiving the world in such a unique and defined way. You are your own map and galaxy. So how are you seeing the events? How are you relating to the outer world? Is how you're relating on the inside. And so find the time to go and relate with yourself. Go and be with trees and meditate, or go and have fun with friends. But remember your magic, because it's always there, deep inside of you. Hope this helps. Have an amazing week. And if you'd like a one-on-one or personal reading, contact me at www.innerdoorways.com. Have a beautiful day.